All right, so let's pick out some stuff for the fall. This will be my September everyday makeup drawer. I have some new things in here, but there are also some items that I know are expiring, so I need to make sure to use them up before they do. So as far as color corrector goes, I just picked up the new Huda Beauty color corrector in the shade Papaya, so this will definitely go in my drawer. I also am nearly done with my Makeup Forever color corrector. Because of the air, it seems like it's a lot fuller. It's probably like right here, so definitely want to use this up as much as possible. It's really good. I'm not a fan of the squeezy tube action, which is why I picked up the Huda Beauty. I like the fact that it's more of like a concealer type packaging. So two concealers that are getting ready to expire in like November. One is my Huda Beauty in Crumble 7.1, and then my Lancome in 4.95. I am so upset because the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty is going on, and they had the Lancome concealers for half off. I meant to buy it that day, fell asleep, woke up at 3:35, and of course, because it's like 12:30 West Coast time, the sale was already over. So otherwise I would have bought another one at half off. So that's disappointing. But these will be my concealers. And of course, my primer, can't forget that. Speaking of primer, for the fall, my skin gets a little drier even though I am oily combination. So I've really been loving the MAC Studio Fix primer. It really is amazing at shine control, but equally amazing is actually the Laura Mercier primer, and it's a bit more hydrating than the MAC, so we're definitely gonna go with her. And nearly finished, well, I'm like, yeah, 60% finished with the Hourglass. I've never loved a primer more. This is also very mattifying without drying out my skin. My one size, I have really neglected her. The powder in general, I've had the dark deep shade Love, but I really haven't made a lot of use of the pink, so I definitely want to do that and give her more love in September for sure. I realize I've actually used every other powder. You can't see it, but my Givenchy powder is back here. I have my Makeup Forever, MAC Studio, and of course Chanel. I have not used, not once, my Laura Mercier powder in translucent medium deep, so she's coming too. And I think that'll be a great powder for my face. We're good to go. Okay, so as you can see, I've used up quite a bit of my Makeup Forever foundation, so she can take a little bit of a rest, but I do have some foundations that are getting ready to expire soon too, within the next couple of months. So I want to give them a little bit more love. First, we'll start with Mented. I'm in the shade T40. Next is my Givenchy Prism Libre. I'm in the shade 6N405. This is too expensive to not work through a little bit more. And then I also picked up the MAC Studio Radiance. I let this lady in the store convince me that I was NC50, even though I know for a fact I'm NC47. And as you can see, they're quite different. So I am going to do a dedicated video, if it's not up already, on this foundation. But if I like the finish, then I'm definitely going to go back and get my right shade of NC47. So I am going to put her in my September drawer because we have to at least try it out. I still want to have more light, more mommy friendly makeup. So the next one that's going to expire soon is actually my MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body. And then as far as powders are concerned, when it gets a little bit colder, I do tend to use foundation powders, which I have back here. I am going to use my Makeup Forever, and this is in shade N, yeah, 4N67. Although I wonder if I should use 68, since I am a bit darker. I'll pull out 68 to use, and I can always switch it out for the lighter shade if I don't need to, but I haven't given this enough love. And then for a lighter coverage, I have definitely been using my MAC. I've been using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes way too much. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I think these are more full coverage. You know what? So we're gonna go with Kosas in Silky. It's a great powder, and it offers a darker shade, considering I will be slowly untanning. You know what? Let's give Hourglass some love too. This is in the shade Eternal Light. All right, here we have all of my cream products. We have brow products, eyeliners, mascara, and I do kind of already know what I've been using a lot of over the summer and some things that I do have to probably even get rid of. So by the way, I'm sure it's still on sale for like $4 or something ridiculous, but Sephora has this amazing 4-piece set, and it comes with a tweezer. I already have one, but this is a straight scissor instead of the curved. It has your little brow razor, and what really sold me was this brush. And if you follow Amra, she uses a brush like this for her eyebrows, and I have looked high and low for one, and so I can't even tell you how happy I am that it has a brush like this instead of the traditional spoolie. So I will be using both. You guys know I am on an eyebrow journey because I'm no longer getting my eyebrows done, so that makes me happy. I went to the TCO not too long ago, and I was able to get MAC spiked, and this is going to be my first time using any of their brow products. Also going to use Brow Blade by Urban Decay because of this end right here. I feel like that is going to help me a lot. You see that? I feel like that's going to help a lot with the front of my brows. I'm going to start using this clear brow gel. I haven't used it at all since buying it in April, and this is getting ready to expire, so I'm going to finish out this Thick It and Stick It by NYX. I have to throw out these two Sephora eyeliners. I think I got these back in like February, so I really don't mess around when it comes to like eye products. I really try to get rid of them. So these are gone. I did pick up a new Rare Beauty, but it looks dirty only because it's been in here. So we're gonna use her. I'm gonna finish using up this Bite Beauty, which makes me so sad because it's the last one that I have. And this is my favorite liquid eyeliner. Going to use MAC Smolder because I have been using the heck out of Graph Black, and I need to give this some love. I don't have a brown eyeliner except for Photograve waterline eyeliners, and I honestly can't get enough of Black Track. I've been using this a lot too because I've been whenever I do my makeup, I've been like taking my time, so I'm gonna keep using this as well. Can't forget my handy dandy eyelash curler. I opened all three, so I'm gonna use MAC Giga Black Lash for my lower lash line, and I think I opened this one last, so I'll just finish these two out so that way by October I can get rid of them. Not going to use any cream products because I used the heck out of them in the summer, and I think I'm going to focus on more eyeshadow palettes for September. So there's only 4 weeks in a month, so I feel like I shouldn't pick too many palettes. I'm definitely gonna go with the My Dream because her Natasha Denona's new palette just came out, and I'm not gonna get it because I just don't use eyeshadow palettes enough, and as much as I really love the look of it, I just need to use what I have. I used this so much, so I'm not going to use it again. I really did whenever I just wanted like a quick neutral look, especially because a latte makeup trend was trending. but not going to do so. I'm actually going to use Future Flame instead. And I think that's it for now. I'm just going to see how much space I have in my vanity, and then I can always add more later on. Okay, so now we are in my mini eyeshadow palette slash cream slash face drawer slash everything else. Oh, you know what I do want to use more of? My Supreme Nudes. I haven't used this in a super long time, so I'll actually add that. That makes 3 eyeshadow palettes. That's more than enough. And then as far as bronzers are concerned, I'm going to use my Jouer bronzer, actually. Oh, and you know what? Toasted, because it's like use it or lose it. Either I'm going to use it or I'm not, and this has to be part of it. So we're shopping my stash. This is it. I kind of want to add the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to put it to the side. Again, if I have space in my vanity for her, we will. If not, it'll have to go back for now. But yeah, that's fine. That's 2 cream products, 2 powder bronzers. Cream blushes, we're going to use Spicy and Worth by Say and Rare Beauty. Apologies in advance for any weird angles, because as you know, my closet is super small and I'm trying my best. I just got Riri by Fenty, and it's a beautiful like mauve shade. That is going to be so pretty for the fall, and that's just like a quick swipe. Also going to use Clay Too Much by Mented. Super pretty. Talk about latte makeup vibes. One that I haven't used too much is this Gucci blush in Warm Berry. I think I'm also going to pick Savage as well. It's very similar to Clay Too Much, but with more shimmer. And then powder bronzer. I just got this new MAC bronzer. It's Radiant Rich Rosy. It's kind of on the lighter side. It's more of just like a nice little added bronzer. So I can definitely layer this on top of some of the creams, especially the Charlotte Tilbury. This would be really nice. I think I'm going to go with Dior. I'm sorry, it's discontinued or limited edition, and it's in copper gold, just because I'm able to have 4 highlighters and such a small space. You know what? I know they don't make this anymore, but I think I'm going to add this highlighter. It's called Riviera by ABH. It's so pretty. I wasn't gonna like start swatching stuff, but it's so pretty. It's like a nice peachy color. Yeah, we're gonna add her. All right, so here's all the makeup that we picked out for September. I have my 2 drawers here. We're gonna put everything inside my vanity and try to make sense of it. I'm going to listen to a video while I do so, because this is not, I'm going to fast forward through all this because this is going to take some time. And wish me luck.
Did you really think one night could let me down? Girl, you know you're the one I want, it's true. If you only knew what I'm prepared to. But I hesitate and I don't wanna leave this way. Leave this, I don't wanna wait till
So we picked out all of our things for our September everyday makeup drawer. I am actually getting ready to go out with a girlfriend of mine, Laura. We're heading to Smorgasburg in Jersey City. So we're gonna put some of these things on. So first up, I am using the Hourglass primer. I already put that on my face. And then of course my Smashbox primer. We are gonna use some eyeshadow today as well. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but like I'm breaking out a little bit here, like a little cluster. And I don't know what that's about because I really don't break out often. I have been using the new MAC Studio Radiance, so I'm not sure if it's because of that. Oh, I also have been using the new Hyper Real balm, so maybe it's that. I don't know, but I'm gonna try it one more time. If this persists, then I'm gonna cut out both and like give it a little bit of time. Anyway, let's do a little bit of color correcting. I do have a review of the MAC, first impressions of the MAC Studio Radiance, and I used my Huda Beauty corrector, and it's very intense, so just used a little bit. Like that's it. That's probably like a third of what I used in that video. Like seriously. Okay, and I think I'm gonna do my eye makeup first. So since it's September 1st, I was thinking of using my Supreme Nudes palette. I really, really love this palette. This is one of my favorites. I will never declutter it. It's so pretty. We're gonna be outside, so I want to make sure that like my makeup isn't too heavy, which is why I'm excited to use the Studio Radiance today. Okay, that's it. Like nothing crazy. I'll do the bottom when I am done with all of my makeup. All right, let's move on to face. Again, we have our Studio Radiance, and I am gonna use NC50. It is really dark on me, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna use my Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer, and this is in the shade Crumble. I'm a little nervous because I feel like it's a little on the light side for me, but we'll make it work. While I let that set a little bit, I'm actually going to use my Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm going to use it with my new brush from Refi. I'm assuming the black bristles are for contour and the duo fiber bristles are for blush. Because I don't like a harsh contour. I don't like a very harsh bronzer with this color, and I definitely don't use it enough. And I have to make sure when I'm done with my makeup to just spritz a little water in my hair and brush it. Because sometimes I leave the house and my hair is like super frizzy from like all the brushes and whatnot. And I think that's also why too, like I miss blending it properly, so I don't want to mess with my hair. And I'm gonna use bronzer down my nose only because I don't feel like grabbing a contour color. And I'm really playing with I am really playing with fire using such a big brush on my nose, but that's okay. I also got the MAC bronzer in Rich Rosy, and I did go with Radiant. And I picked up new rougher brushes. This is the number 18 brush, and I specifically got it for bronzer, like very precise bronzing, and that was actually at the recommendation of Gigi's Beauty. I'll link her video. This concealer should be done by now. Let's go ahead and blend it out. And I'm definitely guilty of like putting on concealer and just like, and then I wonder why I can still see my dark circles. Like, you really have to let it set, and I'm trying to be better at like slow down, you know. To be fair, I don't always have time, but it's bright, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I think I mentioned this, like I went with like a more fall kind of color eye with a little shimmer to it, because if I do matte, like an all matte eye, I tend to go like really dark, like a smoky eye. And you know who does really good smoky eyes? My homegirl on here, Alicia. I'm gonna link her video. She has such good looks. Oh my gosh, my battery's at 15%. We gotta hurry up. And then I usually take like the leftover. Oh my gosh, if you are even thinking about getting this powder, just do it. Especially if you're a little concerned, if you're a particular melanation, you need this one size powder in Ultra Pink. Yep, Ultra Pink. It is so good, and I definitely don't use it as much as I should. And I have the deep dark shade. Amazing. I definitely need that in a full size. I have it in the travel. Spread it all around in here. Oh my gosh, this powder is so freaking good. So good. Look at that. So good. Okay. The other eye. I do. It looks so filtered and so nice. You will not crease. So good. And I'm just using one of like those like $10 puffs. I'm using my Hourglass powder to set in Eternal Light. Just something very light. Again, if you watch my review, you know that like I did my first impressions without any powder, did not set it. A brush to use. I hate when like makeup gets all dirty and packaging gets dirty. Look how pretty. That's insane. Like, look how pretty. What do you guys think? What do you think? I think it's a very soft color on my complexion, which I don't mind at all. And I like how the brush is really dispersing the color as well. I hope I don't watch this back and I'm like, okay, you did a whole lot. That was a lot. You're putting too much on your face. I was gonna do some highlighting with the Dior Quad in Copper Gold. If you have it, I'm using the sheer golden bronze color. Just a little something extra. You have 9% left. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put on my eye makeup, eyebrows, and be right back since I only have 8% left now. All right, I am done with the eyes, done with my eyebrows. I'm going to set my makeup. And usually I use Chestnut, Bronx, and Dangerous Curves. But today I'm actually going to use, I forgot what type of, I think this is, what is it? I think it's called like the Slim Stick in Spice World. So that's what we're going to do instead. All right, that's it. That is the look. I got to take these wings off. I'm waiting for them to dry. I was going to commit to it, but I don't want to. I'm not a fan of how they look, I don't think. I think it's like this one. That's the problem with wing liner. Like they never both look the same. Let's try to fix it now, actually. That's better, right? Whatever, no one's gonna be looking at my busted wing liner. All right, so that is the look from our everyday makeup drawer. We'll be using more of these products, more of the ones that are in My Vanity. Definitely doing more Shop My Stash because I am not really going to be shopping until like the November sale, like seriously. And making use of what we have. Yeah, that's the name of the game. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and I will see you soon. Bye.